In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.
Doug, thanks. And on that topic, Florida's U.S. representatives, they voted directly along party lines for President Trump's impeachment, including Congresswoman Val Demings. And she joins us now to talk more about that. Congresswoman, great to be with you. Thanks for taking time with us this morning.
It's great to be back with you. Happy MLK Day.
Happy MLK Day to you as well. As you know, 10 House Republicans voted to impeach the president with the Democrats. What did you think of that number when you looked at the overall picture?
Well, look, you know, this is about accountability. We do have to hold the president accountable for his wrongdoing, for inciting a riot. And last year, when I served as an impeachment manager, we didn't have any Republicans on the House side who voted to hold the president accountable. So I am encouraged by the 10. I applaud them, especially one, as you know, Liz Cheney, who was my classmate, is in leadership. And so she talked about this is a vote of your conscience, and 10 people obviously took her at her word.
As we know, there's the violence at the Capitol, now very much increased security ahead of the inauguration on Wednesday. Describe what the feeling's like right now in D.C. Have you seen anything like this?
I have not seen anything like this, and let me just remind you and your viewers, I was in the House gallery on January 6th when the attack occurred. We were trapped in the gallery for several minutes while the attackers tried to break the doors down leading to the House floor. As we all know, the United States Capitol, the most iconic building representing the best democracy in the world, was under attack, and it's something that should have never happened. I think the responses in terms of security since January 6th have been appropriate. Certainly the level of security increases for the inauguration. It should have never happened. We have several investigations ongoing now to try to determine just what went wrong on January 6th.
Yeah, I think we're going to hear about that for months to come in Washington. As we know, it is Martin Luther King Day, so I want to talk about your role as an African-American woman in Congress and what types of policies will you be looking to forward now in support of the movement?
Well, giving all honor to Dr. King, who you know was a drum major for justice. He fought for human rights, civil rights, equal rights for all people. And I think it's so important that we all remember that he was a drum major for justice for all people. As you well know, Shirley Chisholm was the first African-American woman to serve in Congress. And so to be one of several African-American women serving in Congress now is just such an honor. We have much work to do to carry on Dr. King's legacy. Isn't it ironic that when we talk about fighting for human rights, civil rights, equal rights, we are still having those same fights today. So we have to continue to carry Dr. King's torch and help America live up to its promise that all people are created equal.
Congressman, just about 30 seconds. Talk about some of the African-American people that have inspired you, and what's your message for young people on this day?
Well, I have to start with my own parents, who you know were a maid and a janitor who worked hard every day to give us the opportunities that we need. Of course, Dr. King, the man we're honoring today, Rosa Parks, my former colleague, John Lewis. My message to young people today would be, and I'm going to use a quote from Dr. King, that says, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands during times of comfort and convenience, but where he stands during times of challenge and controversy." So I would say to young people, we all have a role to play in making America the best, greatest place to live, full of opportunity for everyone.
Congressman, really appreciate the time. We got you and your husband within an hour. That's a great day here for us on Fox 35. Great to see you today.
Thank you. You take care.
And there's Congressman Val Demings. We saw it right here on Fox 35 last night. Of course, the Bucs